Amit Nahar, the founder of sparkleminds. Today we are going to discuss the subject of creating your franchise agreement in India. Now, most brands who want to start franchising, or most business owners who want to start franchising, think that by creating a franchise agreement, they can get started with their franchising. It's true in some sense, and actually not true in some. I'm going to run you through both sides of the coin and help you understand how you should manage both these sides correctly. Firstly, there is no specific franchising law in India. Like the US, where there is a very structured franchising program in place, you need to create your uniform offering circular, they call it the UFOC. India doesn't have any such standardized documentation that you need to create. However, we are controlled, if I may use the word, by a wide variety of laws. Laws like the Companies Act, the Indian Contract Act, the Competition Act, the Trademark Act. There are several legal laws and different types of arrangements that you need to be sure of while you are making the franchise agreement. We get requests from most business owners for a draft sample franchise agreement template. It's hilarious to hear from a lot of franchisors that all I need is a sample copy of some other franchisor in the same industry. I will copy paste the same agreement. A few intelligent entrepreneurs also tell us that a lot of drafts are available online. I can just download any draft and use it for my franchising. That's the surest way of failing. In fact, as a franchise consulting company, we use specialist franchise lawyers. We don't create franchise agreements ourselves. We use specialist lawyers, attorneys who've done franchise cases, who've ensured that they've done the entire 360-degree of franchising for a large number of clients. And we've seen those brands grow over the years, manage the litigations and have done the entire 360-degree. So using a specialist franchise lawyer effectively for your franchising, despite the fact that you might have a similar agreement available from your competitor, is the best way to creating your own agreement. Now, when should you create a franchise agreement? Well, after you have done the franchise development program. There is a 16 to 18 step program of developing the franchise. You need to have the strategy in place. You need to have all other things in place before you start making your franchise agreement. The franchise agreement comes very late. Your royalties, your ROI statements, your marketing document, your operational manual, all your other things have to be in place for you to be able to get ready to start franchising and to be able to make your franchise agreement. Don't just get started with the franchise agreement. Remember, the franchise agreement is also a great marketing tool. If you do your agreement properly, you might not scare away entrepreneurs who would want to start working with you. You would want to have a very effective agreement that is not very harsh and at the same time ensures that it protects you completely. Your brand is at stake, your franchising is at stake. We've heard thousands of examples of entrepreneurs who go and start their own franchisees after they've been franchisees of some brand. They just don't renew the franchise agreements, they just become franchisors on their own. You're allowing that because your franchise agreement is not configured correctly, your franchise strategy is not done properly, your franchise blueprint is not in place, your franchise operations and management is not configured correctly. So you should do all of this and then create the franchise agreement. We also get questions of whether registering a franchise agreement is important in India. Well, franchise agreement registration is not compulsory, though when done will ensure that there is proper protection. So I hope you've understood clearly how to create the right franchise agreement in India. I am Amit Nahar, here to help you franchise your business correctly at Sparkle Minds. Thank you very much.